Hey, Tony Gas is here, popping in. I'm driving home, so got a little bit of time, maybe 30, 40 minutes. Went to a wedding today of one of my high school classmates. Now, we 42, and he got married, and glad he waited to the right time, but got it done. But I just saw this thing on Instagram. A woman, a TikTok influencer, was murdered by her husband. It was a murder-suicide. Her husband took her life and then took his own life because she did the Netflix documentary trend, you know, where people sit down like they about to do a Netflix documentary. And her said, it said, about to do the Netflix documentary about my soon-to-be ex-husband, who I just found out is a pedophile. And the next day, he took her life and took his life. And that's just absolutely crazy. But what I wanted to say to the women is, this is what I try to tell y'all about, is you don't know men. And I'm going to tell you something. The devil tries to get women to be comfortable with trying men. Like, the devil try to get you to be comfortable with attacking a man, antagonizing a man, picking on a man. What I want you to understand is, it is not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight. It's not an equal fight. You don't have the same wiring that a man has. You're not wired like a man. You don't think like a man. So the lady thought like, hey, this is my husband. She thinking that's her husband. She sleep with him. She done slept with him hundreds of times, or how much ever. She knows him. Done smelt his boo-boo. Done seen the boogers in his nose. Done listened to his farts. She felt like she knew him, and that she could take and do that trend and talk about him in the trend and make light of him and like throw him under the bus and expose him, not realizing that she didn't process, if your husband is a pedophile, that also means he is a killer. Like, she didn't put it together, and she didn't realize, like, oh, you can't be a pedophile and not be a killer. No, it goes together. Like, a pedophile is the sickest thing that a man could be. So if you dealing with a man and he is a pedophile or a rapist or anything of that nature, he's everything. He's a murderer, he's a liar, he's a deceiver. He's everything. If he that, he everything. He is the scum of the earth. He the worst of the worst. And she didn't realize that. She didn't put it together. She thinking like, oh, I could just hop on this trend and expose him and like get me some clicks for being in this dramatic situation. Like, get me some exposure and some attention because I'm with a pedophile. And people gonna be like, what? You was a pedophile? What? And the clicks gonna go crazy, the views gonna go crazy. So that's what she thought. And he said, no, you not finna do that off my name. I'm finna show you how crazy I am. And the man takes her life. So I'm gonna tell y'all ladies something. Because I know it's a lot of women that be like, oh, Tony, well, why are you telling the woman what not to do instead of telling the man that he need to be a better man? And you got to think about that. How dumb is that to think that I can talk sense into the mind of a killer and a pedophile through a YouTube video? This is the thing. You can't expect decency. You can't expect personal responsibility. It's just like I'm driving right now. I can't expect the other drivers on the road to see me, to protect me, to care about me. I have to protect myself. I have to see myself. I have to drive defensively. So when I pull up on this car that's on the right side of me, when I get right to the blind spot, I hit the gas, how you just heard me hit. I hit the gas to fly through their blind spot. So that 1 second that I'm not hanging in that blind spot, every time I pull up on a car, I hit that gas. Boom. So that I can get through that blind spot in case they want to get into my lane and don't see me. They don't just hop over and hit me. I'm driving defensive. I could say, hey, I'm in my lane. They supposed to put on a blinker. They supposed to look in their mirror, count 1001, 1002 to see if anybody in their blind spot and passing through their blind spot. I could say that, but I can't guarantee that. I don't know that they're gonna do that. So every day there's thousands of wrecks that's caused by a side swipe. The side swipe of, oh man, I'm driving 75 miles an hour. So every day it's a side swipe. And man, somebody was speeding, because that police came on out there. Good thing I was at 75 and not speed. It's a side swipe because somebody doesn't count 1001, 1002 before they switch lanes. They don't put their blinker on to let the person in their blind spot know they about to change lanes. So guess what happens? They hop over real fast, boom, somebody right there, boom, they crash. That's what you got to realize and understand. Like, you can't expect a man to be decent. You can't expect him to play by the rules. You can't expect him to do right by you. You can't expect him. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do and what I want to say, and he is supposed to be emotionally intelligent and do right by me and not hurt me because I'm a woman. I'm the weaker vessel, so he's supposed to not hurt me because I'm the weaker vessel. No, ain't no guarantees on that. Ain't nothing you could say or do that can guarantee that this man gonna do right by you. He will hurt you. And that's what I try to tell women all the time. Like, listen, don't ever let nobody put no battery in your bag to where you like, oh, I could cuss him out Hit me. Hit me. I bet you won't hit me. I bet you won't hit me. You a B. What you think this is? Ain't them other HO. Ain't them other B. I'm that one. You not bigger than me. You not better than me. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. And doing all of that right there. And it's women who do all of that right there. And they lose their life. Listen, it's not worth it. Diffuse, de-escalate, and go on about your business. Do not get caught up with this man. Do not get caught up with this man popping off at the mall, talking crazy, doing all this and that because you was raised with brothers, because you was raised with a tough Marine dad. Do not let nothing get in your head to make you think you could disrespect a man, fight a man, try a man, because you never know how that man is mentally wired. You never know if that's his breaking point. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think the man wanted to kill the woman or really want to do it. See, the thing about it is, a lot of time with that stuff, people think about it the way the brain works. You think about it and you want to do it, and you think about doing it, and you go to do it, and then you go all the way, and then you trying to prove a point, so you go all the way. You go all the way, and then boom, you can't reverse it. So now you got to take that next step. So the man probably was a porn addict, then got into pedophilia, and all of that was demon possession. All of that was just spirit, evil spirit. And that's what that spirit come to do. Steal, kill, destroy. That's why I tell y'all, stop watching porn. Stop watching porn. It is destroying your brain. It is rewiring everything in you. And so the same man that was a porn addict was also a pedophiliac, and then also was crazy enough to kill. All the same man. Warped, distorted brain. Why? From what he did in his free time. From the stuff he watched, the stuff he indulged in, the stuff he got into. Boom. Just like that. That's what I want you to realize and understand. I want you to realize and understand that. Like, walk away, de-escalate the situation. Like, that's where you take as a woman, when you dealing with a man that you know could be crazy, he could be volatile. When you dealing with that right there, that's when you take and you use your seduction skills to bring him all the way down. You want to bring him all the way to a point to where he chill, he relax, like he cool, calm, and collected, like he love you, he care for you, he crazy about you, and you let him down easy. Let him down easy. And I know a lot of them like, oh, why we gotta be so fragile with his mental, and why we gotta worry about that. That's on him. That's his problem. Tony, you asking us to raise a man. You asking us to baby a man. Why we gotta take all of that? All it is de-escalation. That's all it is. De-escalation. All it is personal responsibility, because you don't know how somebody is wired. You don't know. Like, I used to pull guns on people in traffic. They cut me off, whatever, boom, I pull that gun out. Boom, drop the window down, pull that gun out, point it at them. That's how it used to be. Now, man, you could cut me off. You could now about fender bump me. You could fender bender me. I'm not finna raise my voice. I ain't finna point no finger. I ain't finna cuss you out. I ain't finna none of that. Because I don't know how you are wired. I don't know what you going through. I don't know what you done been through. I don't know if you are on your last straw. I don't want to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I do not want that to be me. So listen, you could have it. I'm finna be cool, calm, and collected. You can have it. You want to be a tough guy? You want to be big and bad? You want to cuss me out? Go right ahead. I have a family that I need to make it home to safely. So I'm going to let you feel tough. I'm going to let you feel brawly. I'm going to let you feel everything you want to feel. I'm going to let you be all of that. I'm going to let you do everything you want. As long as you don't put hands on me, then I'm going to let you have it. Now, if you put hands on me, I got to kill you. If you put hands on me, I got to kill you. I ain't got to whoop you now. I ain't going to whoop you because you might pull a gun on me. No, you put hands on me, I got to take your life. Point blank period, nah, I got to take your life. So don't do that now. But all that talking, all that yapping, oh, I ain't worried about it. You can have it, tough guy. You can have it, tough guy. Hey, you him. You really him. No, I got to make it home to my wife and kids. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And this what I tell women. This what I want y'all to understand. When you sense that a man is crazy, when you sense that a man is unstable, you find out something about a man, you need to get you an exit plan, and you need to implement that plan. One step at a time, slowly implement that plan. Disarm him. You disarm him. You bring him all the way down. You don't incite him. See, what that lady did, she incited him. Because he said, in his warped mind, he looked at it like she ruined his life. And like she exposed him to all the people at church, all the people on his job, all the people on her job, all their kids, his nieces, his nephews, friends, family. He looked at it like, oh, you blown my cover. You exposed me. You humiliated me. You embarrassed me. I can never come back from what you just did. I'll never be able to see anybody ever again in person because you exposed me. So at that point, he said, there's nothing worth living for. There's nothing left to live for. She did that to me. I might as well take her life and make her pay, and then take his life, his own life. So that's how he looked at it. Because she was dealing with a man who was so low down, so disgusting, so broke, busted, and disgusted that he literally had nothing else to live for. He literally was done. It's like he done. He looking at it like, man, it's a wrap. Done. Nothing to live for. Nothing. That's what he looking at. So he looking at it like that. So he like, man, what's going on? So then, boom. Whereas, you know what? In order for her to live, now see, this is the thing. What you got to realize is, that's why I say recognize crazy early. Like, you got to recognize crazy in the first 3 to 6 months, because you could do everything perfect. You literally could do everything perfect and still fail. You can do everything perfect and still fail. You could come to a place to where you have nothing else left. You could do everything right and still lose your life. But in that situation right there, she found out he a pedophile. The thing about it is, you let the law deal with him. Let the police, let the law, let them go to court, let them get arrested, go to court, get in trouble, get put in prison, or put on probation. Let him know everything and everybody is watching him. And you just slightly, quietly, slowly ease your way out of his life. You ease your way out of his life. You got your hands held up in surrender. And you just ease your way out because you know he's sick. You know he's crazy. This woman lost her whole life dealing with a sick and deranged man. But guess what? He probably showed that he was sick and deranged in the first 12 months. In the first 12 months, he probably showed it. And she probably just looked at it like, this is love. Like, this is passion. This is, he cares a lot. He's head over heels. She probably looked at it like that and brushed it off. Because listen, taking somebody's life and taking your own life, that ain't coming out of nowhere. That ain't nothing nobody doing just out of nowhere. It's precursors to that. It's antecedent behavior to that right there. And that's when you put your foot down. That's when you really take a stand. That's when you really state what you want and you stake your claim. That's when you do that there. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do it. They don't do it because they don't think they can. They don't know they can. But what you got to realize is people will adjust to you. People will adjust based on who you are, how you carry yourself. People will literally adjust to you. They'll change the way they move. They'll change the way they do. They'll change what they do and how they do it. Because they don't want. They don't want to lose you. And that's what you got to realize and understand. And once you get to that place where you start to really realize and understand, you start to process things differently, everything starts to change for you. And so the thing what you want to do, especially while you single, you got to find something and figure it out so you could get you a bag. You got to figure out how to get you a bag that you can run up. And still got people that I deal with, you know, clients and stuff I deal with that try to teach people how to make money and all of that, how to do this, how to do that, build a course, credit repair, whatever it is. And that's something that I'm going to take and start sponsoring people. Sponsoring women to take these courses. All access membership course, only $20 a month, and it's over 80 courses. Take these courses, implement what you learn, and get out here in the field. Get out here in the field after implementing what you learned and make it happen. And a lot of times people don't want to do that, so they get in a relationship and they get trapped. They get trapped because they don't have enough going for themselves. And so you got to be able to look at that situation and say, you know what? I done been through some things like this. I done been through tough times. I done been through these toxic, abusive relationships. Let me look at the patterns and let me learn from it. Because the thing about it is, it just be more of the same. You'll end up going through the same thing over and over. Same thing over and over, regardless of the little small external factors. Like, so you could look and be like, oh, well, on our insurance, I did this right here I did this crossover move, I did this whatever move, and so that put me in a different position. No, it all look the same. You'll get finesse the same way. You think you invested in movie theaters, you think you invested in laundromats, you think you invested in whatever it may be that you've been told, oh, this make a lot of money. Coca-Cola, Wonder Bread, whatever it may be. And you end up a creek without a paddle. And for women, that's very real. Like, for women, that literally can be very literal, very realistic. It's very realistic for a woman to be up a creek without a paddle. You don't have his last name. You don't have alimony. You don't have spousal support. Because you wanted to be single, you didn't want to get married. So guess what? Now you got no claim to fame. He do you dirty. You gotta leave. You leave him with nothing. You leave him with. You could have helped him build a $50 million empire, and you gotta leave, and now you leaving with nothing. You leaving empty-handed, and if you leave for a little something, you got to go to court over and over and over again, and you got to spend money. Because he can actually contest everything you say and say, no, that ain't accurate. She don't deserve that. That ain't how that should be. And the person with the most money gonna win. So you got to ask yourself, have you made the amount of money that your man done made? And if the answer is no, and you're not in harm's way, then that's where the extra strategy come in place, and you see, okay, how much do I need to make? How much do I need to save? So I can get on up out of here. And that's what I want you to think about. When it's time to leave, think about you a clean, clear-cut exit strategy. And I'm gonna tell you, reach out to me if you need me. But what I mean by this here exit strategy is, like, I'm taking and doing the work this week, every week, learning the lingo, doing all of that right there. So what that means is, when I go to training and I'm showing you, I done learned the lingo. I done did the work. That's how you gotta put your time in. You put your time in so you know what to look for. You know the lingo. You know whether he full of it or not. You know whether it's real or fake. Because you done put your time in. So I want you to think about that. Think about that. Get your mind through it. And process it. And get to a place where you're ready to make that happen. You're ready to get the knowledge. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Remember all the important links in the description. If you're not on Destiny, make sure you join us. The URL is thedestinyapp.com. Thedestinyapp.com. So hey, God bless you. All the important links in the description. Keep your head up, and we'll talk soon.